just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Emerson Hancock. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball. Pretty well struck right field. Way back there. And brings it in at the wall. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Ceddanne Rafaela.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one opts against the fence. And he's got a double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Romy Gonzalez digs in now. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 gone.
Batting 4th, shortstop Trevor Story.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs, Abraham Toro in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and Story is out. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Brian Bayo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
In the air, right field. And that drops foul. Crawford aboard here at first with nobody out. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-2.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Cal Raleigh. Falling behind 2-1.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Abraham Toro. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now batting Jarren Duran. And now 2-1. Runner on the go. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Out to center. Rodriguez makes the catch for the out.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Cedar Rafaela. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career.
Runner!
First offering, runner goes. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Batting 8th,
I'm amazed at his
catcher,
ability to
Connor
pull
Wong.
his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Christian Campbell now at the plate. That to right. Canzone under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Boston strands a pair. And they're down 2-0. Back in Seattle, here's the veteran first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
First baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
And that one
That
missing
missed, that's
low.
the ball. 2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Batting 7th, catcher,
Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Garver.
And 1-2.
1 and 2's the count.
And that one hammered Rafaela. Long run on his horse. That one hops against the fence. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
1 out, runner at second. And now for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. Back there. And it is gone. He nails one out to right. It's 4-0.
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Miles Mastroboni up next for the Mariners. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet barehand play like that? That was amazing.
Back to the top of the lineup, J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, on to the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder. And that's outside.
No, that's outside. Ball.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. The other way, and a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
Devers now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Oh, the throw is over his head. Coming home. And they got him. Aggressive base running to try and score after the miscue, but it backfires.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
That's a strike. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Man at second. That one misses. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Trevor Story now. That's through there for a strike.
1-2.
Man on second, 2 down. On the outside corner, got him looking. And the Red Sox lead 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
And that's in for a strike. That misses, and the
low,
count is
ball.
even 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The 2-2 on the way. Line drive, and it's fair, just inside the line. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Cal Raleigh. Tap foul at the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Now
Jorge Polanco, the next to hit.
Jorge Polanco.
And there's a hit. And out to a board. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ground ball could be 2 to second for 1, and that's 2. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Mariners 4 and the Red Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Abraham Toro. Up and in, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time, and a drop third strike leads to the first out.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Line drive. Rodriguez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Rodriguez brings it in. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mariners 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Rowdy Tellez. Hard hit to third. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Mariners, catcher Mitch Garver.
And here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Garrett Crochet preparing to come on if needed. Kelly, the right-hander, also getting loose. That's too low. And the count's full.
Count is full.
Struck him out looking.
Now batting,
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners.
Canzone.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one outside. 2 balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Wong makes the catch, and that's the inning. Mariners go down quietly there, but they lead it 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
1 and 2 to count.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch
Now
just about the entire game.
Christian
A lot
Campbell.
of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
And now Christian Campbell. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second.
He's out of there.
Not in time to first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, right fielder Rob Refsnyder.
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The underhand flip. There's one. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mariners 4 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for Boston,
Garrett Crochet takes
Number
over on the
35.
mound.
Big swing and miss
Garrett
stuff right here,
Crochet.
Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Miles
Leading
Mastrobuoni
off
getting
for
ready to
the
hit.
Mariners, third baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out to short, Story. Sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. One out, bases empty. And it is 2-1. That clips a corner. Up the middle, Story. To first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
2 outs, bases empty. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. And out of here. His 11th of the year. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now here is Cal Raleigh. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. And that one almost hit him.
Run. Full count.
Two down, nobody on. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Raleigh leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Got him looking for the K. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Ryan Wu. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now it's Devers at the plate.
For the Red Sox, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And next is the
Romy
designated hitter,
Gonzalez.
Romy Gonzalez. Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out.
Now batting,
Number 2.
shortstop.
Good pitch.
Trevor
He just kind of had
Story.
him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
2 down, bases empty. Trevor Story will hit next. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Late with the swing there.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the M's 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And he can't come up with it. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things
Now
up for the
batting,
out.
first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. A little bit high. 2-1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Jorge Alcala getting loose out there. Kelly warming up as well. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Mitch Garver.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, center field. Rafaela under this one and makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Back at T-Mobile
Lead
Park,
off
we
for
go to the
Boston.
top of the
First
7th,
baseman,
and stepping in for
Abraham
Boston,
Toro.
Abraham Toro. That's down and in.
That's a
You know,
ball.
these Red Sox looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been
3-1.
able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That'll fire up the dugout, and they close the gap. It's 5-1.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
So up next, Jarren Duran. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Arozarena makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The count 2-1. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two on the way. Hit in the air out to center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. Nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting catcher Connor Wong.
2 down, base is empty. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
2-2.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 outs, base is empty. Popped up right side, Polanco. He's got it, and that is out number 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching for Boston.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Zach Kelly.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And now for Seattle,
Leading
Dominic
off for
Canzone.
the Mariners, right fielder Dominic Canzone.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Backed off the plate that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Swung on, belted. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. Two outs. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They lead this one, though, 5-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Mariners.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
eighth. Matt
47.
Brash. He has
Matt
a great
Brash.
slider with tons of movement. Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Christian
Red Sox.
Campbell.
Second baseman,
The Red Sox
Christian
in
Campbell.
striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a 1-1. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball.
Brash is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground. Well, that's the money maker right there.
Now batting,
2 strikes,
right fielder,
slider
Rob
down and away
Refsnyder.
from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
He swings and fouls one off. And now it's 3-2. Action in the pen down there.
Full
Trent
count.
Thornton appears to be getting loose. Coar getting cranked up as well. Outside,
That's
and that is ball
Take your
4.
base.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make
Now
a call
batting,
with that
third
last
baseman,
pitch, but
Rafael
neither happened.
Devers.
Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Man at first with one gone. Rafael Devers digs in now. That missed by a
2-1.
lot. And it's 2-1. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
We got a full count.
In the dirt.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Pitch misses
That's a
there.
ball.
Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down 5-1. Bottom of the 8th. And
Leading
stepping in
off
for the
for
Mariners,
the Mariners,
Julio Rodriguez.
Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Outside.
Well,
That's
these
the ball.
Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Durant makes the grab, 1 down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that
Now
trend
batting,
continue the rest of the game.
designated
They
hitter,
seem to be
Cal
really locked in
Raleigh.
at the plate.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. There's a swing and a drive. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind
batting,
yourself it's
second
about the
baseman,
process. He did
Jorge
everything right there. Nothing to
Polanco.
show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That one
2-1.
not close. And it's 2-1.
Hook.
Next offering
One down.
misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nobody left for Seattle. They're up 5-1.
Now pitching for
Trent
the
Thornton
Mariners.
taking over on the mound.
Number
And as
46.
relievers go, he's not a big strikeout
Trent
guy. Tries to
Thornton.
force weak contact, so
Leading off
command
for
and
the Red
execution
Sox,
are huge for him.
shortstop Trevor
Here's
Story.
Story now. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Makes the catch, and there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Abraham
He's 2
Toro.
outs away. Toro, the next to hit. The Red Sox down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. And a breaking ball
3-1.
misses outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andres Munoz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Fair ball.
Now batting, left fielder
Jaron
Jarren
Duran up
Duran.
next for the Red Sox. In the air, left field, down the line. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder Cedar Rafaela.
So the Red Sox down to their final out. And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. Toro off of first with 2 away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.